Hello guys, it's Pep from Pep back at it again, and today we are here with the first of the two proposals with the Supreme King's scale Sinister Colin. So this is only the first one. Tomorrow you will see the second one, and nothing. This is the version as you may have seen from the thumbnail. That features masked heroes, so mask change and all the related stuff. And this is, in my opinion, the best way you can build the deck to have the highest winning percentage. And I actually find it cool enough. I do not know if it's cog worthy. I mean, it has a chance for the last week of the month. But I actually wanted to spoil you that in this month I will try to cog actually with evil heroes or something related to them, so of course stay tuned for that. And before jumping right into it guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I've already told you the skill that is Sinister Calling. Just, a quick sum up for all who do not know what it does. This skill has some requirements, some limitation. You have to play 10 amongst Evil Hero, Dark Fusion or Dark Calling cards. You cannot play any other monsters except Evil Hero and Elemental Heroes. And you cannot play Xyz or Synchro. You can only play Fusion monsters in your extra deck. What's the good instead? You can use this skill twice per turn, and once you can add a Sinister Necrom to the grave, and this allows you to banish it and special summon an Evil Hero from your deck or hand. Of course, your target will be Malicious Edge. And the other fact instead is that you can, of course, always discard an Evil Hero monster to add either a Dark Fusion or a Dark Calling from the deck to your hand. So it's a consistency skill, but in my opinion a little bit too restricting. I mean, they could just have used their limitation for all the hero monsters and not only to the Elemental Heroes one, but it is what it is, so let's take it. So this is what I came up with. So yes guys, you need triple structure deck, and yes, as I predicted, I'm just a stupid hero addicted, so I just went up and bought triple structures, because the problem with this skill is that because of the fact you cannot play any other monsters except Evil Heroes and Elemental Heroes, you do not have access to any Fiend type monster that is level 6 or higher for your Malicious Fiend summon. So your only chance to summon this big guy is to have 2 Malicious Edge. There's no other way. That's why you need triple. I mean, double could be just enough, but it could be a little bit, maybe not enough. And so my choice is not to play triple Stratos. I mean, you could, but I'm just actually making a huge effort just to play a deck with 21 cards, but I do not feel like playing like this. I mean, you could, but I just feel like triple Floodgate and triple Fiendish Chain are just needed, because the biggest problem about this deck is the turn 1. You have nothing really to endure your opponent's next turn, so you have to actually have a good chance of drawing a back row, and playing 6 is the best way in my opinion. And you actually need the strongest staple you can. You can use other staples, but in my opinion these are the best, especially if you think that Floodgate has a good synergy with Malicious Edge effect that allows you to still inflict damage thanks to its effect of dealing piercing damage. Then why do I play triple Infernal Prodigy and not 2 or 2, for example? Because I always rely on Stratus normal summon, so there's no really other way to summon Infernal Gainer, and also the combo of summoning Heavy Hero Infernal Prodigy as a turn to play, just in case my opponent has back rows, allows me to have a hero monster on the field, so that when I summon Stratus, I have another hero on the field and I can pop back rows. That's the thing. Then we got only one Dark Fusion and double Dark Calling, they're just enough. And triple mask change, of course, to have access to all these little guys. And also I really like the fact that Heavy Hero Infernal Prodigy is a special summon and is dark, so lets you have access to Anki, pretty good in my opinion. Actually it's a huge thing for this deck, having access to Anki. And guys, that's actually all. The deck is pretty easy to use. I mean, 90% of the time you're gonna use as a first effect of the skill, you're gonna send the Sinister Necrom to the grave because you wanna thin the deck and summon a Malicious Edge from your deck. And then your second choice will be, of course, the one of adding a Dark Calling or Dark Fusion. Most of the times we just Dark Calling, of course. And nothing, guys. This deck has some potential. I mean, there are some bricky times you have to face, but you know, playing those traps really helps a lot. Especially, you know, Fiendish Chain to deal with all that Legionnaires that are just spreading, and Floodgate to stop all those onomats. That's just, you know, how it works, unfortunately. So guys, that was all for the explanation. I hope you enjoyed it, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, first replay, my boys. So we got Gimmick Puppets as first duel. We have to begin, and right here you can see how actually it feels good to have that insane load of back rows to begin with. So you know, also thanks to the fact that Hatred has been banned, that you basically cannot lose. At least in this first turn, right? With triple back rows. And thanks to Stratos adding a card and the Heavy Hero, you basically have a couple of monsters, and one of these, it's even, we can say, enough big, with 2600 attack. And you've got triple defense. So let's see what he did. He actually used the skill to send the Druids to the grave and summon the Destroy. Destroy's effect to summon a couple of monsters. So that because of the monsters being summoned simultaneously, I can use Floodgate and actually flip those down, both down, of course. So he uses the effect of Druidol, and you're gonna understand why in a minute. So a gainer summon to make my edge attack twice, and that's the reason, because he had Pulse Mines and he needed the machine type monsters face up on the field to activate that. But would this be enough? No, it's not enough. He tribute summon, he goes for Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, but I still have my Fiendish Chain to stop that, and now I'm chilling. And in this duel I just realized that Infernal Gainer, it's not really trash. I mean, it's trash, but not completely trash, because the fact that he actually gifts to one of your Fiend monsters, the fact that he can attack twice, it's not only for one turn, for the turn you activate the effect, it's forever, as long as he remains face up, so it's pretty cool. In fact, now, I just discovered that I could attack twice with my Malicious Edge, and so I didn't even need my mask change for lethal, so there you go. Second duel, interrupting a 4-win streak against the Yugimuro and his Dragon's Knight Path. So Dragon Knight's Path allows this deck to be insanely consistent. The Magical Knight of Dragons is about to come on the field, so he's got also defense in his hand with Soldier Gaia the Fist Knight, so this means that he already got the full combo in his hand. So he went on summoning the Magical Knight of Dragons. He has also a back row, but we're chilling. We've got I actually special summoned Infernal Prodigy because I wanted to trick him and I guess I managed to do it because he fell into the trap and used the effect of Gaia to target him, but I could respond with my MASKED change into Enki. Then Sinister Calling to have also a malicious edge on the field as well. We got a back row, so we're chilling, we can go in, but he's got the first knight, the Soldier Gaia, the first knight, to put my Enki in defense and pop my back rows. I decided to swing with my edge anyway, was the best choice, so that when the next turn he won't be able to destroy my Enki. So he just draw a set card. Would it be enough? Sinister Calling to add Dark Calling right here. I went on with Dark Calling, summoning the Malicious Fiend from my extra deck by banishing the 2 Malicious Edge in the grave, but it turns out he has a Necrofusion. Necrofusion, another magical Knight of Dragons is coming, and he decides to pop not the correct one. He should have popped the Enki, because now with Enki I get to add the MASKED change. I decided not to attack because I did not have lethal, so he just drew a Gateway of Chaos. And is this enough? No, it's not, because he just realized that he banished the Curse of Dragonfire with Necrofusion, so he has no target for his Gaia the Magical Knight, so he could just go in, add another MASKED change, and he just scoped because I had a couple of Enki ready in my extra deck. There you go. Third duel this time is Harpies Lady's turn. Harpies hunting ground to begin with, and is him to begin actually. With the full combo, the Perfumer, he has to pop his own Harpies hunting ground, adding the Elegant Egotist that he's about to use right now to summon an Harpy Lady from the deck, then Swallow's Nest to fill the graveyard and summon a Harpies that in the end phase will allow him to add a level 4 or lower winged beast. A couple of sets, he's got the add in the end phase and the Cyber Slash Harpy Lady on the field. How can we actually go over this? Let's see. I started to go with Stratos, adding a Malicious Edge, then Dark Fusion that I already had in hand, so that my Malicious Fiend cannot be bounced back to the extra deck because he cannot be targeted thanks to Dark Fusion. Then Dark Calling again to summon another one, but this one instead can be targeted. I went in, he used Forbidden Child. So why did I do this? Because I wanted him to use one of his back rows to trigger the effect of Harpy Lady. I want him to waste those. So he used that. I crashed him with Malicious Fiend, then Stratos, and then MASKED change for lethal, because it turns out that set back row is nothing. There you go. Fourth duel against Jack Atlas. Let's see what he's got. 30 card deck, and I completely bricked right now. Fortunately, luckily I got the Floodgate. He's got triple set as well. Wow. And then another back row for me, nothing to go on. He goes on with Element Saber Lapaui. I tried to Floodgate that. He negates, and I decided to Floodgate that again. And he flipped up Bad Aim to pop his own monster, not to be stuck on the field. Then another set card, and we're back at the beginning. Stratos, the perfect pick. I decided to add another Stratos. Actually, I had to choose after that he Floodgated him. That's why I decided to add the Stratos. Then MASKED change, but it's got Bad Aim to pop that, so my MASKED change gets waste, and I decided to add another Stratos to have a move for the following turn. Nothing for him, and boom, I can go with Stratos, summon, Floodgate again, but this time I've got to add my Stratos, then Sinister Calling is scooped, but now with Necrom I could have summoned a Malicious Edge from the deck, then Dark Fusion to summon the Malicious Edge that I just summoned with the one in my hand, first Malicious Fiend, and then Dark Calling for the second one. There you go. Here we go, fifth duel against another Supreme King. Let's see what we got. Sinister Calling, it's us to begin, and again, as you can see, when we go first, having those back rows is fundamental to make the deck, worthy. So it's a Dragoonity deck with Divine Lance, Handy Ducks, bringing out the Curse as an equip card, then summoning him out, but my Floodgate says no thank you. and we're chilling now. Another back row, pretty cool. We can go on getting rid of the ducks because this is stuck, so we do not care. But it turns out he has he drew the Mistlane to tribute him, and then used the effect to bring him out on the field again. But again, I used my floodgate. Then he decided to waste a double Forbidden Chalice to go over my Malicious Edge. Not the best move in my opinion. I top decked my Prodigy special summon, then used the effect to normal summon another edge. I decided to go with this so that I drew an extra card. Calling pretty cool. He just went on with a couple of set cards, another set card for me. I could swing in, but it turns out he drew Treacherous. So now he's definitely in advantage. So he's got the cards, perfect pick as a destiny draw. He drew the Cineris, so he could go into Barcha, but I stopped Barcha on summon, stopping him from adding all those cards as a keep, so he cannot go on with his Synchro Summon. So there you go. And now I can just use my Dark Calling to banish the Malicious Edge from the grave and special summon my Malicious Feint. There you go, now there's nothing he can do. I also have another set card as well, so there's no way he can go over this with one card. In fact, he just drew a Cosmic Cyclone that was, of course, useless. There you go. Last but not least, Thunder Dragons. So with Yubel, let's see what we got. Is him to begin, not a cool hands, I mean, but Stratos will definitely turn this up. So double effect of Thunder Dragons, have a couple of light monsters in the grave and thin the deck, and nothing else. I guess he has some hand defense, so hand trap. Sinister Calling, I drew a Prodigy, so I'm chilling. I went on with the edge. I was sure he had some hand trap, so I had no lead on. There was no point in using the mask change or in leaving the space for the mask change play. That's why I set all my 3 back rows. It turns out he has Bahira, and I could deal anyway some damage thanks to the pressing damage of my little guy right here. And Fiend Farewell, pretty nice kill right here. It's a mill, and then banishing a couple to go into duo, floodgated. The perfect synergy with my Malicious Edge that now is going. Now I left the space for my Mask change play, but it turns out he has a Temperance, so no lethal for me right here. So I decided not to go all in. Then Aloof Lupine, and as soon as I saw that he banished the Thunder Dragons with no effect when banished, I stopped that. So he actually gained no effect from the effect of Lupine. Then Dragonhawk to summon the duo back on the field again, Floodgate Grapple, and Fiendish Chain, boom, 2600 damage. Now I can use my Masko change into Diane and going for lethal, and even if this was not lethal, keep in mind that Diane, when destroys a monster by battle, lets you special summon elemental hero, actually hero monster from your deck. So that's all. So guys, that was all for the replays and the commentary. Of course, feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.